Hey guys, so today I wanted to do the most laid back video where I just sit on my couch and talk to you. I know that I've done a couple of little get readies with me lately. Tonight, I don't want to get ready necessarily. I just want to talk to you guys and hang out and relax and talk about life, which I know I like to talk about life a lot. I think it's one of my favorite things to do on my channel is not all makeup all the time because you know how humans are like multifaceted or whatever. Sit down with my friends, chat with you guys, and pet my kitty. And I just recently got this blankie. I actually did a little Target like shop with me video. I never uploaded it because I thought, man, this is boring. I got this blankie from Target. Oh, careful mom, you almost fell. There's been a lot going on just in life. You guys have probably seen recently. I just want to get into it and chat, and I might even lay down for part of this because you know what? It is the snuggliest, coziest night. And before we get into the video, you guys know that for the last entire year, I have been partnering up with HelloFresh, showing you guys their different meals and showing you different recipes that I've cooked. If you don't know who HelloFresh is, they are a meal delivery service. They deliver directly to your door in an insulated box for meals that you've chosen. Those meals are in the box in individual bags that have all the pre-portioned out ingredients for you. So you're not having to sit there and measure anything out. You merely open the bag, follow the instructions that are come on the recipe card that comes in the box as well. They have over 20 chef curated recipes, so you have tons of different meals to choose from. Each meal I would say takes around 30 minutes to make. You're not in the kitchen for hours and hours. You can very easily change your delivery days or your food preferences. You can even skip a week if you need to. They have calorie smart meals, vegetarian. You can choose like from their Hall of Fame, which are some of the meals that people have said are the best, and we get those from time to time. I really love getting ones from theirs because they are truly so good. They even have craft burgers. This week we went with a vegetarian meal and we were having the veggie bibimbap rice bowls. I subbed mine out for cauliflower rice because I've been trying to keep my carbs down, and then my husband just ate it normal and he loved it and I loved it too. It was super delicious. I have loved working with them for the last year. It has been so nice. It has introduced me to tons of different foods that I haven't made before, tons of different ingredients that I've never really worked with before, and it's really gotten me out of my comfort zone when it comes to meals that we eat. It's gotten me to start using things in meals that I never would have before, like different types of herbs that I had never tried, and making delicious sauces to put on things. It really amps up the meal and just makes it that much more delicious. So honestly, I have loved working with them and I've really loved everything that we've gotten to try this year. HelloFresh is now from $5.66 per serving.
I am huggies.
It's good?
That's good.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yay! HelloFresh! Woo! If you guys are interested in checking them out, I will leave a link in the description of this video. You guys can go to hellofresh.com and enter the code RawBeauty9 at checkout, and that will save you $90 off with 9 free meals on your first month of signing up for HelloFresh. Thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring the beginning portion of this video. And now let's relax. I've got a cup of chamomile tea right there, and I'm about to be down on this couch. So if you guys did not see and you haven't seen the video yet, I'm gonna link it up here. But we did an announcement on our second channel, which is The Sweet Life of Zach and Kristi, and on that channel we do a lot of like gardening and homesteading stuff, but we've been doing it here from this house. Well, we announced on Monday that we bought some land and a house, and I am so unbelievably excited about it. I can't even believe that it's real. It doesn't feel real because it's been what feels like such a long process to get us to this point. In the video you can see that I am kind of showing a lot of the times that I have spoken about sort of what our plans were and what our goals were. Over the beginning of the video I show that, and it seems as though we really just started looking in May, and I would say that's really when we started super actively looking, was this year. But before that we've been having this idea and this discussion and wanting to do this for at least like the last 10 years, but it's not something that was ever really much of a reality for us. And then when we started gardening this year, it opened up our eyes so much to new loves and passions outside of just, I don't know, we didn't really have like much of a huge direction for like the long-term course of our life. And I think a lot of times people look at career as a lot of part of that, and I think that I do see that in my future as well. I think a career is a really big part of maybe people's identity. I don't really know how to explain it, but for me, I find a lot of my happiness in just being in nature. It's truly unbelievable how much peace and just like internal relaxation it does give me. And I have really been looking to surround myself with it in the daily versus just living in, you know, like middle of a city and then visiting nature from time to time. And so that was one of our big things, is we thought, you know, it is the thing that makes us both the happiest. It's what we feel like is missing from our daily life where we live here. And it's something that we've wanted for a really long time, but it just didn't seem like a reality, especially since you guys know that for the longest time, and that we have been looking, it's really difficult to find somewhere rural, at least in Washington, with high-speed internet. And now, does this place have high-speed internet? No. However, it does have the possibility of getting like a wireless hotspot, and there is internet, but it's not like the best, but it's definitely sufficient enough to do my job. So we are definitely really excited about the prospect of moving out into the middle of nowhere, and it is so lovely. We bought 20 acres and a home. It does come with a home. We're definitely going to be doing some remodeling to it. So they built it for their own family, I think like, oh my gosh, a long time ago. And they built it to their specifications and then raised their family there and then decided to move. And now we are going to kind of fix it up to what our dream is. Like, a lot of it is going to be staying the same structurally, but we are definitely going to be changing some things just to fit what we think we want. And we're going to be bringing you guys along that whole process on the Sweet Life of Zach and Kristi channel. So if you guys are interested in seeing more home remodel stuff, but we're doing it 100% differently than we did on this channel. So if you guys don't know, we remodeled our house that we currently live in last year, and during that process we didn't film really anything like along the way. We just did the big reveal at the end, and I talked to you guys about things, and I showed like before and after video, but I didn't show you the process of things being done because I don't know, I wasn't doing it. It was contractors and stuff doing it. And then we had that huge issue with like that nightmare contractor that came and like had a really piss poor attitude and was doing a really bad job, and like there was a bunch of bad tile work done and the squeaky floors and stuff. So there was definitely a lot of mishaps and things that happened with our last remodel. But one thing that happened with that is that we learned so much. We learned exactly what was important to do, what wasn't important to do, what was worth it to spend the money on, what wasn't, what things that we would hire a contractor to do versus what things we would do ourselves. We realized how capable of humans we were during that remodel, because what we realized is that while some of it does definitely take skill beyond what we have, a lot of it is definitely doable by us with just the right tools and patience and time. And especially watching them do like the kitchen backsplash, which is like a brick lay pattern, watching them do the tile work, which I've done tile work myself on a part of this house and it turned out totally fine. And there's just a lot of it that I definitely don't discount how amazing contractors are and how much skill they have and knowledge that they have. And I know that so much of that is something that I could never even achieve probably in my life. But I also want to try, because there's no harm in trying. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I want to do the work not just to save the money on the contractors, but also to learn how to do it. I think that there are a lot of skills beyond the things that I typically know how to do that I think are beneficial to know. And I think that knowing how to build a structure or work with materials or lay tile, those things may not be like something that I'm going to apply into my everyday life, but they're never skills that are bad to know. We are definitely going to be doing a lot of the work ourselves. We're definitely going to be contracting out some of it. I just don't have that much time. I'm one human being and my husband is one human being, and it's definitely going to be a lot of time to do this stuff, but I'm so excited to do it. It's a lot of work, but it's work that I'm looking forward to. You know, there are some things that are stressful, but there's something satisfying about creating a physical structure or a piece of work that you can see through from start to finish and see the completed work and see that you spent all of that time on it and that it was worth all of your time. That I love. So I'm really looking forward to that. And we really learned so much with the remodel last year. And I think one of the biggest things I learned was that I doubted myself and what I could do. And so I was relying on other people. But the thing is when you want something done right, a lot of times you just do it yourself. And not to say, I mean, the second contractors that we had did a great job and we would probably be hiring them again for this project. But honestly, I've discovered that when it's something that you are really close to or a project that you're really wanting done right, sometimes when it's your own home, you're more likely to treat it better. So we are really excited about it. I can't even believe it. We visited this house for the first time, I think like mid-October. Yeah, mid-October. So this is what we've been working on behind the scenes for like the last month and a half, almost 2 months, which is crazy because it is what I've been talking about. Like there's something that I want to tell you guys, and I could tell you now, but I would tell you soon, that was stressful but also good. This is what I was talking about because there was a few things that came up in like the inspection and just a few things during the whole process that you know, owning a home, a lot of things come up that you don't really quite expect. And this time we are remodeling our house where we are not going to be living there during it. We're going to stay here in this house until that place is remodeled. So it might be a couple of months before we move in. But I think that's good because before, when we got this house fixed, we were living here and we had all of our furniture was pushed into one room and all of our stuff was in boxes. And because the remodel, instead of taking 4 months, which it should have taken, it ended up taking a year, and that made us basically living out of boxes for a year. And man, it was tough to do YouTube when there was like people in here hammering and drilling and stuff. I don't know if you guys have been around that long, but man, it was intense. And I'm not complaining. It was just such a learning experience, and I'm excited to do it again. I'm just really excited that we're gonna be doing it in an empty house. We can go in, we can go spend the whole day there, work, and then come back home and have this place still set up and ready for us. I can still film here like normal, and there's no being displaced. So that's gonna be really, really nice. And the garden, I'm so excited about the gardening capabilities because it's 20 acres, it's so big, there's so much space for gardening. And I'm gonna be doing so much gardening content on my other channel. And we have so many landscaping ideas. And so if you guys are interested in checking that out, we're gonna be making so many videos. I always am really picky when it comes to editing videos on that channel, wanting them to look a certain way and feel a certain way. But now at the end of the day, I would rather have videos be put out than have perfect videos be put out. And so we're gonna be putting out a lot more videos, just less highly edited, so that I can get more of them done. Because when I sit there and edit a video for 6 days straight, it's like, okay, just get it out. So that's what we've been dealing with, and it's been really, really exciting. And went there yesterday for the first time with my 2 best friends, Kat and Marie. They came over and they brought us the most beautiful, wonderful, most thoughtful gift basket I've ever seen in my entire life. And it was literally everything in my entire life. Oh, mommy, no.
I thought they have it, there's your water feature running through it. And before I saw that you had got a notebook that you're gonna write all of your details, I thought you could use these to write down what you want to do with the house. One for indoor, one for outdoor.
This is the most beautiful me thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
I feel like it looks like the view you can see outside.
Yeah. Oh, is it an ornament?
It's for Merry Christmas in your new house. Your cabin in the woods.
Oh, look. Oh.
It's an outdoor ornament. I thought since you guys, right now, it might be fun to just drive up and be able to see a little light in the tree. You were talking about your favorite tree. You're like, that's my tree outside. It's like, hang something in it.
I will. Oh. You didn't get it.
You have the dream. You have the dream.
Stop it. Oh my God, you got it, Nebraska.
She found it at an estate sale. We were on the lookout.
Stop.
She found it.
I was like, Murray, is this what you're thinking?
Yes. It's the dream.
This is the...
It's artisanal teas, and now that you're into tea, this is like beautiful stuff, and that's why you have the cup. I wanted to get you like a glazed clay mug, but I couldn't find anything. This one's kind of cute. I mean, it's really nice. Oh, stop it! This is the nicest gift I've ever received.
Awesome.
Look!
Look, in your own familiar plants you didn't know you could eat in your own backyard. That's so you
Dang,
guys.
That's awesome.
This is the best.
Thank you.
Look.
Sherpa throw!
See, I thought if we wanted to have cheese by candlelight sitting on Sherpa throw in front of your hearth.
Do that!
She's so janky.
This is the best day of my life.
Oh, nice. What is it?
I mean, Jack loves pom-poms.
Hoodies?
So. Cat pouch. It's a cat hoodie.
Oh, that's cute.
Stop it!
Does it really work? Like, that's what it's for?
It's what it's for.
Oh my
it's
God.
It's a cat hoodie.
That's adorable. She actually will sit in at that.
So we were like, you can cut off the
I
pom-poms,
swear.
but then it also has like little cat paws on
You
it.
need the pom-poms.
The poms
I
are
think.
supposed to be there for her to bat at.
Yeah. That's adorable.
Stop!
Thank you guys.
No,
That's
that's not
awesome.
even a thing. He's not even good enough.
Happy
It's-
housewarming. Your dream come true!
Yay!
Yay!
Oh my God!
never heard this song.
Westward
Oh, okay,
leading,
about.
still proceeding. The sweetest, the most lovely, cutest thing in the entire world. I was dying. It was so sweet. We lit the first fire there in the wood stove, and it was just the most wonderful evening, and we had charcuterie, and it was so nice. I loved it so much. We're actually heading out soon to go to Leavenworth for 2 nights. If you guys don't know what Leavenworth is, it's a little Christmas town in Washington, and they have it's the cutest town in the world. Literally everything is Bavarian themed, and during Christmas they have like millions of lights, and they have Santa and a parade and Christmas tree lighting, and it snows there like every year. So we're going there for a couple nights this week. It'll be our first time in Leavenworth in this winter. We've been twice in the summer, but not in the winter, and apparently that's the time where it's like really beautiful. So I'm really excited about that, and yeah, it's been really, really crazy knowing all of this behind the scenes. I always want to share everything with you right off the bat, but I don't like to share anything preemptively and then have it fall apart, which that's why I generally tend to wait until everything is all set in stone, because you don't want to be like, we're buying a house, and then have something fall through and then be like, never mind. I actually wanted to lay down and do this video, but then I thought that's taking it to another level. That's Should we? Well, that's pretty much it. I've got this cutest mom looking at me. Oh my goodness. She is so weird. She's like the funniest cat. She's so particular about her love. If you're on the couch, loveliest cat in the world, will be on you, will be making biscuits on you. She is like, wants. I kid you not, you guys, I laid here for like 20 more minutes talking to you guys, and when I stood up, my camera was off and it didn't record any of it. But I was saying that she loves you when she's on the couch. She is such a lover. Like, you can see her upside downy, sweet little baby making biscuits, lovey, snuggy. But if she's not on this couch, she don't want nothing to do with you. She's not mean, but it's on her terms and her terms only. He's down here making slow biscuits, talking to himself. I was telling you guys that I was gonna put a clip in, so I filmed a video last week where I did a get ready with me in front of the Christmas tree, and during that video I was talking to you guys about just lots of different things. I'm not gonna upload it because I talked about a lot of it in this video again, decided to refilm this one instead. But in that video I was getting ready to go to my niece's assembly at her school because she was being recognized for being like sweet, and so I was getting ready to go to that, and I was sitting down talking to you guys, and when I shut the camera off and got done, I was getting ready to leave, and I heard a knock at the door. And every time I get a knock at my door, I check my Ring camera on my phone, because I've had salesmen like keep me, and like I can't get away from them, so I generally check my Ring cam first just to make sure that I'm safe, or that I'm not opening the door to somebody that I don't want to talk to. I opened my Ring cam and I looked out my front door, and there was a guy on my porch, and right when I connected to the Ring cam, he was pulling up his hood and stealing a package off my porch. All my filming equipment was still sitting up where I was filming my video, and I talked all about it and told you guys right after it happened. And so I think I'm just gonna insert that instead of retelling the story. So here you go. Well, this was an unexpected turn of events. We were getting ready to leave to go to Avery's little recognition thing at her school, and we get a knock on the front door, and Zach's like, oh, who's at the house? And I always check our cameras before I go and answer the door just to see if it's, I don't know, so like a salesman or, you know, just to see who it is. And when I opened up our Ring Cam app, I saw that there was a dude standing on our front porch, and he was looking shifty, and then he put his hood up, grabs a package off my porch, and bolts away. And my initial knee-jerk reaction was to chase him, which was a really bad choice. I should not have done it. Like, that was honestly so stupid of me, but I literally didn't even think about it. My first gut instinct was like to go after him. I know I should have just let him take the package, go get like his license plate number and call the cops. Hindsight's 2020. I know now kind of what my reaction is to a situation like this, and it is to fight. He runs off my front porch. I have this all on video because my Ring cam caught it. I run out my side door and I'm like, hey, are you taking that off my porch? He said something along the lines of, my dad has a delivery business and I was delivering this package and I thought it was the wrong address, so I was taking it back. And he didn't know that I had him on video stealing my package, which he clearly in the video, like I just saw this all go down. This was like in a matter of, 15 seconds that all of this is happening. And I'm standing there listening to him, and I'm like trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, like maybe he was delivering the package. And so I went and took a picture as he was talking. I went and took a picture of his license plate number just in case he was gonna decide to speed off on me. And he was like, yeah, I was trying to give it to you. And then I grabbed the package from him, and he was like fumbling over his words and like clearly was like nervous. And I was like, well, there's no way you were delivering this to me, because, and I pulled my Ring cam app up and I pull up the video of him walking up empty-handed, looking around, putting his hood up, grabbing my package, and then bolting. And I was like, you stole this off my porch. And then my husband was out there and he was like, we're calling the cops, and he opens the phone and calls the police, and the guy just turns his car on and speeds away as fast as he can. And the cops came and took the videos and the pictures of the license plate and everything like that. I just can't believe this just happened. So I missed Avery's thing because I'm out here like dealing with the police or whatever. I have my package and ended up being some makeup. I definitely shouldn't have done that, but it was just like weird that was like my first reaction was to try to stop him. Don't do that. If somebody is stealing something off of your porch, I hate to say let them, but whatever it is likely not that important. Honestly, it was so stupid of me though, because like I don't know if this guy was dangerous. I don't know. You know, some people really want to get away with their crime enough that they would maybe hurt you. So I should not have run out there and confronted him. That's that. Okay. So I got an update from the officer who came and took a report from me after it happened. They were able to catch him, and I guess his car was full of packages that he stole from other people's houses. So while it was stupid of me to run out there and catch him, and it was not the right idea, at least something good came of it. So everyone got their packages back, which is really, really cool. And the police officer actually texted me the next day and told me what went down, and I thought that was pretty cool, and he like thanked me and everything. So that was really awesome. It was a weird situation though, and that's another reason it's gonna be nice to live in the woods, because here in town you got people wandering up onto your property all the time and, you know, making themselves at home and taking your shit. So hopefully that doesn't happen anymore. I've had the question a lot too of like, what is going to happen to the neighbor cats when you guys move? Because when I uploaded the video being like, we're moving, people are like, what about the stray cats that you feed? Trust me, we have thought of that. So we're not actually selling our house. We're going to rent our house out. Most of the reason for that being the cats. I know that sounds stupid, but people are like, why don't you just take them with you? First of all, they're pretty feral. I would say most of them are very feral. If I tried to get them into a cage, they would freak out. But second, I don't think they would survive in the middle of the woods out there. I think that they would probably get eaten by a coyote, or it's just not the safest place for them. As weird as it sounds, being here right where they're at, because they live underneath a house in this town, it's just a little bit safer. They know the area. They've all been really safe. Everyone in the neighborhood's really nice. Nobody has anything dangerous. The road where we're on is relatively chill, and so I think they're just safer here. So what we're gonna do is whoever ends up renting our house, we're gonna provide cases of canned cat food and bags of dry cat food, and just ask them if they could please feed the cats just once a day. If you guys could put some food out in the evening or in the morning, whenever, on the side porch. We'll provide the bowls, we'll provide everything. If they can just put the food out for them, I think that that would be really nice. And if they say no, which is their right, they don't have to feed a bunch of stray cats. Some of my family members live close by and they can feed them, or I can just drive over and feed them. I'm sure there will be something we can figure out, but they will be fed no matter what. I have taken on the responsibility of caring for these outside cats, and now I can't just let them be hungry. So trust me, I have thought of everything. And I don't know, I think that's it. I think that's where I'm gonna leave today's video off. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I wanted to also say thank you so unbelievably much for watching my YouTube channel, and for hanging out with me, and for staying a constant viewer and subscriber and interacting with me. And you have no idea what it means to me. I know that a lot of times people say this and it starts to feel disingenuous, but I truly mean it from my whole heart. I would not be able to live the life that I live if it weren't for being able to do this for a living. And if you guys weren't watching and interacting and being wonderful and being so supportive and kind and fantastic, this would not be my life, and I do not take it for granted. And I so wholeheartedly appreciate you. I know that I've worked to get where I am, and I know that I've worked hard to get here, but without your viewership and your support, it wouldn't be as possible. So I really thank you for that so much, and for helping me to get to my dream life that I couldn't have even begun to see as a reality if it weren't for YouTube. So thank you so much. You have no idea what it means to me. And I hope you guys like this kind of like laid back, chill, laying on my couch, snuggling with kitties video. This kitty is as cozy as they get. My goodness, what a mommy, what a scratching girl. Oh my god, she is as snuggly as they get. I could fall asleep right here right now. That chamomile tea made me so sleepy. I feel pretty good after drinking that. Maybe placebo, but you know what, fine by me. And I thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, if you guys are interested in checking out HelloFresh, I'm going to have the link in the description of this video. You guys can go to hellofresh.com and enter the code RawBeauty9 at checkout. That will get you $90 off with 9 free meals in your first month of signing up for HelloFresh. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing the cooking content. I know I love watching what people eat and seeing different meals people make, so I hope you guys like that. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I will see you at my next video. Bye! It's the coziest blanket. This is one of those Sherpa throws. Bet you gotta get a Sherpa throw. If you've never Sherpa throwed before, you don't even know. You don't even know. I got like 4 of them because they're so good. There's no way you can be cold in one. Did an announcement on our second channel, which is The Sweet Life of Zach.
Mommy, you gotta get used to her uglies, okay? Gotta get used to her.
But